Gonna take off screws, taking off screws for the life of me. Yeah, gonna do that. Taking them off now, unscrewing stuff. Yeah, it's on. Hey guys, what's going on? It is Greg with Fullcourt Nerd, and a couple months ago I backed an item called Rackless from Well Made, and basically it is a replacement for a typical just key hanger around your house or whatever. As you can see, I think this is typically a coat hanger, but we purpose it for keys at our place. And I guess what the premise is of this item is that it's basically just gonna look like a piece of wood that sticks out from the wall. You can get them in 8, 10, 12 inches, walnut, oak finish. I went ahead and got the 12-inch version.
That's what she said. Don't you dare.
And really, there's no difference between any of the sizes. They should stick out from the wall about the same. What's different with the 12-inch is that there's not going to be any magnets exposed on the bottom. So really, what we're going to be doing today is taking this down and seeing how easy it is to actually put this well-made Rackless up here. So let's kind of clear off the clutter and get our surface ready to prep and see what we've got. Now it's actually packaged really well, and packaging that they have done themselves, but it's really pretty simple. Basically, we have instructions on how to do it. It should be pretty simple. I mean, this part I think comes out. Yep. So you put this, and there's the screws. All right. So note to self: don't just yank this out. This is gonna have all the screws and whatnot in there too. So we're gonna put this in on the wall here and then basically sit up. There's going to be a little bit of an angle going on here once you set it up, just so you can actually use this as a shelf to keep things on top of it. Now the other one, I want to point out the only difference between this 12-inch one and the 8 and the 10, other than size, is that you won't see any magnets on the bottom here. The other ones you will see I think four circular areas cut out that is going to have the magnet exposed. I guess just to see if it actually works. There you go. All right, so you got to really try to find the magnet. They're not going to be, this is something that I didn't expect. So I thought without the magnets being exposed that you wouldn't have to, kind of fine point or fine tune anything. So you might want to actually mark on the bottom here where those magnets actually are. But once you find it, it does hold. Let's try it with some heavier keys that I have to see if it is actually gonna hold on that. All right, so here are my keys, and there's a lot more going on here. So let's see if we can kind of line it up. And it should have no problem. Again, holding my keys. So that's actually, I mean, my keys are pretty hefty. So as you can see there, they're just gonna be floating back and forth. But my keys got some weight to it. You can see they kind of free float. But if they go off center just a little bit, they're gonna fall straight to the ground. But maybe perhaps this is the real test, my dog's collar. So let's see if we can find it. And sure enough, no problem actually holding the collar for Quinn. That's a plus. I just wish it was consistent throughout the entire thing instead of in specific areas. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get it on the wall. So when you get this, basically there are two parts. This is the part that actually is going to go into the wall. It's going to have Well Made stamped on the back, so that's going to be part that's facing out. Just go ahead and put the screws in, and probably before you get too crazy, make sure it's level as well. That might be helpful, right? Alrighty, so now that is perfectly level. So what I'm gonna do is instead of marking it, alright, so I got one side up already. They come with 2 screws, 2 anchors, so now that I've made sure that it's going to be level, I'm going to put this other anchor into the hole that I just created. Alright, so now what I've actually done, it comes with 2 screws and 2 anchors. So I put both of the anchors in the wall, more or less just to give it that additional support, because there's going to be stuff on top of it, it's going to have stuff hanging from it, and there's really, I mean, this thing's maybe an inch wide that's actually holding on to the main base. So I want to make sure that I have as much support as I possibly can get. So this is on there pretty well. The only thing left to do is actually install this onto it. Now that's all you've got. I mean, it's just a rackless system. Let's go ahead and just kind of make sure that we are all good. All right, so there's one key right there. Got another key. I wonder if this thing still works. This is the devil that scares cats. Yep. That was my wife's idea. So we've got sunglasses can go on top like that. Got a screwdriver, okay. Sure, why not? But again, if I get too far, somewhere in between, it's not gonna actually work. So we got a screwdriver there. Got Quinn's leash, and it looks like that's probably the extent that we can kind of get on here. Not due to, I think it could probably hold more. There's just not enough magnets, or the magnets aren't strong enough to actually hold everything else. Kind of go back and forth. They're really up towards the front, the magnets, and that makes sense because you don't want everything kind of going up and falling up against the wall and everything like that. Exactly remember what the price was. Again, I got it on Kickstarter, so if you want to check it out, just Google well-made Rackless. That's R-A-C-K-L-E-S-S. And you'll find more information. You'll find their website. I like it. Again, my concern is that without the magnets being exposed, you don't really know where to be placing your keys, especially when it's late at night and you kind of just don't want to bother. It's going to kind of be a pain in the butt a little bit. So that's kind of, I guess, my biggest gripe. But other than that, I mean, it works as it should. It holds things. And again, the biggest thing that I was concerned about is the leash for Quinn. So it holds that just fine. Thanks for watching this video. Installation was easy. It's 2 screws, make sure they're leveled, pop it on. Simplest thing I've ever done. I wish IKEA was a little bit like this, to be honest. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you are curious, or if you got one from Kickstarter, let me know what you think. Again, my biggest gripe is that I wish I knew where the magnets were instead of it just being in 5 places. I wish it was kind of consistent, but to each his own. Again, thank you all for watching the video. I certainly do appreciate it, and until next time, see you on the green. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel because it really helps us out a lot. And if you have a couple of minutes, please check out some of our other videos. And of course, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Periscope.